Welcome to Howard's Opinion, the premier destination for in-depth analysis and discussion of the latest sports news. I'm your host, Howard, and we're excited to dive into another fascinating episode. Today, we're starting with a major development from the NFL, as the Philadelphia Eagles have decided to part ways with their offensive coordinator, Kevin Patullo. This move comes after an uneven season for the Eagles, who struggled to find consistency on the offensive side of the ball. According to reports, head coach Nick Sirianni has confirmed that Patullo will not be returning for a second year as the team's play caller. This decision is hardly surprising, given the criticism Patullo faced throughout the season. The Eagles' offense, which was expected to be one of the most potent in the league, failed to live up to expectations, and Patullo's play calling was often scrutinized. The Eagles are now on the hunt for their fifth offensive coordinator since Sirianni took over as head coach in 2021. It's a staggering turnover rate, and one that raises questions about the team's ability to establish a cohesive and effective offense. As the Eagles begin their search for a new coordinator, rumors are already circulating about potential candidates, including former Washington Commanders OC Cliff Kingsbury, who has experience working with quarterbacks and designing innovative offenses, could be an intriguing fit for the Eagles. However, it's worth noting that he's also been linked to several head coaching vacancies, so it remains to be seen whether he'd be interested in taking on a coordinator role. As the Eagles navigate this critical offseason, they'll need to make some tough decisions about their offense and how to get the most out of their talented roster. We'll be keeping a close eye on developments in Philadelphia and exploring the implications of Patullo's departure in more depth throughout the show. We'll be right back with more fascinating sports news on Howard's Opinion. Welcome back to Howard's Opinion. We're diving into the world of sports, specifically the NFL, where the San Francisco 49ers are gearing up for their divisional round matchup against the Seattle Seahawks. As we know, the 49ers recently suffered a significant loss with George Kittle's torn Achilles, but they're looking to bounce back and make a deep playoff run. Coach Kyle Shanahan seems confident in his team's abilities, despite the short turnaround between games. When asked about game planning, he mentioned that it's hard to overthink things when you've played a team as recently as the 49ers have played the Seahawks. He also noted that both teams have a good idea of what to expect from each other, which could simplify things. One player who's been making waves is Brock Purdy, who made an impressive throw in the second quarter of their previous game against the Eagles. The pass, which was described as gangster by some, showed off Purdy's skills and helped to quiet the crowd. It's plays like these that have fans excited about the 49ers' chances in the playoffs. Of course, the loss of George Kittle will still be felt, but the team is looking to other players to step up and fill the void. Juwan Jennings, for example, has been making a case for himself as a must-sign player this offseason, and with the potential return of linebacker Fred Warner, the 49ers' defense could get a significant boost. As we look ahead to the divisional round matchup, it's clear that the 49ers have their work cut out for them, but with their talents and determination, they're definitely a team to watch. Welcome back to Howard's Opinion. Today, we've been discussing a wide range of topics, from sports to politics and everything in between. But as we close out the show, I want to shift our focus to the world of football, specifically the Pittsburgh Steelers. In a shocking move, Mike Tomlin has stepped down as the team's head coach after an impressive 19 seasons without a losing record. This announcement comes on the heels of the Steelers' disappointing loss to the Houston Texans in the AFC wildcard game, which marked Tomlin's seventh consecutive postseason defeat. As one of the most successful coaches in NFL history, Tomlin's decision to step down has sent shockwaves throughout the football community. But what's even more intriguing is the speculation surrounding the team's future. With Tomlin's departure, the Steelers are now on the hunt for a new head coach, and rumors are already circulating about potential candidates. One name that's been thrown into the mix is Kevin Stefanski, the former Cleveland Browns coach who was recently fired despite being a two-time NFL Coach of the Year. As we consider the possibilities, it's clear that the Steelers need a reset, not just in terms of coaching, but also in terms of their overall organizational strategy. They require a high-risk, high-reward approach to revitalize the team and bring them back to their former glory. Colin Cowherd, a well-known sports commentator, has even suggested that the Steelers should trade T.J. Watt, one of their star players, and start fresh with a new roster. While this might seem like a drastic measure, it's clear that something needs to change in Pittsburgh if they want to remain competitive in the NFL. As we wrap up today's show, I want to leave you with some food for thought. What does the future hold for the Pittsburgh Steelers? Will they be able to find the right coach and make the necessary changes to become a top-tier team once again? Only time will tell, but one thing is certain. The NFL just got a whole lot more interesting. That's all for today's Howard's Opinion. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. And until next time, keep your head in the game.